Hello and welcome to the channel, welcome to the vlog, welcome to Cornwall, welcome to, it's still February, it's still just about February, and we are sat here in traffic on a junction because what is there to do on Sunday if not sit in traffic? We got an orange truck, it's a very nice truck, it's orange, we got a Mini, we got a bunch of stuff, and I was thinking as I was having a shower earlier, I was like, ooh, do you remember those old adverts? Because I used to have a television, and I was just like, yeah, there used to be old adverts on TV back when I had a telly box. I'm gonna go. So back when I had a telly box, I would watch a bit of daytime TV. I think probably more so when I was in college than afterwards, but definitely daytime TV was to be had. And I didn't notice the adverts. Ooh, the adverts. The reason I got rid of a television in the first place was so many adverts. I don't need someone yelling at me to buy a product that I just don't want. So yeah, there were quite a few adverts on TV that just made no sense, and they tailored them to whoever they thought was watching at that particular time of day. And daytime television seemed to be a lot of ladies. They were tailored towards ladies. So you would get an advert. There was one advert that I remember, and it was for a chemist. It was for a chemist. We call them chemists in the UK. The Americans call them drugstores, like CVS, I guess, if you can get medicine there, or Boots in the UK. And basically, it was two ladies at the beginning of this advert, and they've been heavily made up by the makeup department to make them look like they were on death's door. Red noses, like red eyes, runny, like everything that could melt was melting. Nominally, they had the common cold, rhinovirus. But yeah, they were having a conversation at the side of the road. It's a very simple advert. Conversation, side of the road, and they were like, "Oh, I've got diphtheria and whooping cough, and I've got the syphilis." And the other lady was like, "Oh, well, I've got the phage. Bits of me are falling off, and I need to cut bits of other people to keep my life essence going." And I'm just like, why are these people alive? And it was an advert for cold and flu remedies. Essentially, it was like, "Oh, I've been into the chemist and I've bought this cold and flu remedy and this cold and flu remedy, and they're on offer." And I was like, okay, cool. You're basically going around town patient zeroing the T virus to everyone who comes into contact with you. Doesn't seem that responsible. And these days, even less responsible when you can get medicines sent to you. Like, just go to a supermarket's website and get the medicine sent to you same day delivery. But it was a time before that, I think, these adverts were being shown. So let's get this way. This is super narrow and it could lead to our demise, but whatever. All right. So yeah, these women were just like, oh, my butt, it's all falling off. Interestingly, cold and flu remedies in the UK are basically paracetamol and phenylephrine. Paracetamol interrupts the body's ability to process pain signals, but we don't really know how or why it does it. Paracetamol is one of these things that we're not entirely sure how it works. And phenylephrine stops your nose being runny. Those two together will stop you turning into a hot mess, or less of a hot mess. I will see if I can back up. Yeah, this place is very, very tight, so we'll just we look okay. Like, the locals will not give you right of way or give you leeway. They will just just push through here. We've got to be very careful with this corner. That's a Amazon delivery van. All right, it's all right. I'll see if I can go into the... Yeah, this place is exciting. Can I legit get in here? Oh, probably. Maybe? Oh, this is tight. Oh, this is tight. All right, let's see if we can get out of here. That's the next question. Ooh, boy. Yeah, we had millimeters before we took out our rear light clusters. Yeah, cool, excellent. And there's another lad here with a chopped Mini. Nice. Let's see if we can get around him. Let's not ruin anything. Excellent. That should really be one way through there, but it's not. Yes, these two ladies, faces melting off in the advert, advertising like super basic cold and flu remedies. It's like, they don't do much. The best thing is just to get a lot of rest, a lot of sleep, and a lot of fluids. You need more fluids, especially if you have the flu. You need to drink way more than you think you do. Dehydration is a serious factor in having the flu. But the stinger in the advert was basically, where's your husband? Oh, my husband's at home in bed. Oh, where's your husband? Oh, my husband's also at home in bed. Lol, 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 lol. Man flu. What? I'm sorry, what? So the advert ended up with, yes, the husbands are the stupid ones because they have man flu, are in bed. No, they're doing exactly the right thing. They're not going around poisoning everyone with the virus and then making everyone into a zombie. It doesn't make sense. The advert just never made sense. And I was just like, why are they trying to market? It's like, these ladies are very clever. Oof, the road was missing there. These ladies are very clever. They're straight up going around poisoning people with the T virus, but they also are going into our shop and buying our products. Oh boy. Okay, well that's not even the worst advert that was on about that time. There was another advert that was on about that time, and it was one of these adverts where it was a bunch of ladies. Ooh, geez, that guy's giving it the sauce. Shouldn't give it the sauce on this road. Bunch of ladies, and they were in a coffee shop. Just kind of an unidentifiable coffee shop up against a glass window from what I remember. And it was a tiny little table, and they were all sat around, and they were all basically actors who you'd seen in other adverts. And there was one, I think they put something like a pastry or something on the table, and one of the ladies was like, oh, I can't possibly. And it's like, why can't she possibly eat that? Oh, because the advert is for things to make you poo. It's for poo chemicals. Wait, why? And these ladies are like, oh, I can't possibly eat that because I haven't been able to poo, and if I put the pastry in my mouth, I might inflate like a balloon and die. Which is what I was getting from the advert. It was subtle, it was subtext. So yeah, she was there. She had really blue eyes as well in this advert. That was what I remember. And one of the other ladies was like, oh, you can't poo. Well, basically, there's this product, and she whips it out of a handbag, and it's like poo pills. Put them in your mouth, dissolve them on your tongue, and then you'll poo like a fountain. Trust me, I don't. What? So yeah, apparently ladies who get together to do coffee in the afternoon will also get together and fill themselves up with biopharmaceuticals in order to make themselves poo, according to the advert. Oh, okay. Oh, we can do this. It's a hairpin junction, and we got to give it the sauce now because the car behind us has just seen us come onto the road, and this is like, you need to get your horses in gear. So yeah, it was just an advert, and it was just like, all right, cool, this helps you poo. All right. But then there was another advert, and it was a lady who was coming out of her house, a very big house. I think it was like nondescript, possibly American, because a lot of these adverts, what they do is they revoice them. So they loop the dialogue, and looping is where you see the mouth moving from an actor, and then it goes over like the same 5 seconds over and over again, and then you deliver the lines in time with the mouth movements. It's usually done in sitcoms and things where you can't get good audio from a boom mic, so you do looping. A lot of looping is done for things like Star Trek. Star Trek Voyager had a lot of looping done in it. But if you're changing the voice, if you're changing the delivery, or you're changing things like you're changing the language, because American adverts might be shown in the UK, but they'll have British accents instead of American accents, and the same advert will be shown in Germany, but they'll be speaking in German instead of American or English. So those are the differences. So yeah, I think it was probably an American advert originally, but it was a lady and she couldn't leave her house, and there was something to do with an umbrella, and she went outside and she was like, oh no, if I go outside I might accidentally poo everywhere. I might have had some of those poo pills, but most likely not, because I think I'm just going to just straight up poo if there's even slightest breeze or jolt. And I think there was, I can't remember, there was probably other like token actors around dancing or jumping or doing something that she felt uncomfortable. It's like, can you not leave your house for fear of accidentally pooping yourself? Well, here's some pills to keep it all up inside you, which you'd have thought a cork would have done. If you are putting something up your butt, make sure it has like a flange or retaining. Don't just put anything up your butt. It'll just go up there and then you'll have an embarrassing trip to the emergency room, or have to explain to the doctor why there is an entire Coke bottle up there, which I believe did happen to somebody, and they said, oh, I don't know why that's up there. And well, you do. You put it up there. Anyway, yeah. So the lady takes these magic anti-poo tablets and then can hop and skip and dance, and I think she pokes like an awning with an umbrella and water comes out. I can't remember. But there is a disproportionate amount of adverts aimed at ladies and pooping. Pooping ladies. It seems to be a pastime for adverts, or at least it used to when I still had a television. Pooping ladies, wow. It was the yogurt adverts. Oh my god, the yogurt adverts. Oh, do you feel bloated after eating? Well, yeah, everyone feels bloated after eating. It's called... Are you going to stop? Nope, okay. It's called eating. You put food inside you. The food is now inside you. Your body is around the food. It's what happens. And then the ladies are like, oh, my tummy. I can't possibly do any exercises. It's like, wait 20 minutes. Wait 20 minutes after eating, and then you can exercise. It's fine. And the advert's like, well, no, have some yogurt. All right, I like yogurt. I'll have yogurt. Oh, but the yogurt makes you poo. Well, it stops you pooing. Oh, it makes you fart. I can't remember what it's supposed to do. I think it makes you fart. I think it gets rid of the bloating by being yogurt, and it cools down your insides, and then you fart for England or America or wherever you happen to be. Yeah. I don't understand this, because yes, when you eat, you feel full. That's what happens. And then I'm assuming it's like people who work in an office where they have to sit down after smashing a load of like food, and then they'd like have a yogurt to finish up. Nom 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 nom. They did make up some words, make up some like names. There's like, oh, it's got bifidum digestivum. That is not Latin. None of that is Latin. There's a trademarkable name in order to put on the pot of a yogurt. It's probably some bacterial strain. Usually, like when you see active yogurts, there is just bacteria in them. It'll be the same bacteria as you get in all the other yogurts, but if you trademark it, if you put the name on it, I don't know how you would trademark it, but you can call it whatever you want. I think shampoo uses the same thing. They Pantene Pro V. Pro V just meaning pro-vitamin, and pro meaning proactive or to take the initiative. Proactive literally just means to take the initiative. Although you see it on a bottle and it's just like, is it professional? Is it? No, it's just, we just put it in there. Whether it does anything, we're not sure. It's goo. But yeah, the number of adverts that make things go into or out of someone's butt used to be, and I don't know because I, again, don't have a television. I do have YouTube, but the adverts on YouTube are very different. They're usually tailored to you, in a way. Here's an advert for some camera equipment. Here's an advert for something to go up your butt because you've been looking up yogurt adverts and, yeah, no, it's just a strange world, which the world that adverts live in, you could never live in. You can never live in the world that adverts inhabit, because, I mean, there was another advert, and it was for breakfast cereal, and there's a game aimed at mum. So the mother was there, and she was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and she was like, "Oh, hello, I'm mother. I've got this wonderful breakfast cereal made of sugar and sprayed on B vitamins and sprayed on iron, because cereal has no natural nutrition in it whatsoever." And then the kids came down in full school uniform and sat weirdly on one half of the table, because it's actually a set and not a real living room. And let's go this way. And then the mum was like, "Oh, wonderful." And then the dad comes down, and the dad is not subject to the advert. The dad is not like part of the advert, and he's in the background trying to stick something in the toaster. He's literally like a caveman. He's cavemaning the toaster. There is a theme. The men are stupid in these adverts. So he's like fat fisting the toaster, and the mother comes along and flicks the switch on the wall, and which makes the toaster work. Wow, adverts. Yeah, they are crazy. Super crazy. Anyway. Oh yeah, we're not going to the supermarché. We're just taking a tour around the scenic tour of the West Country. Good. I might leave it there though. So if you like this, if you like these adverts, if you like these vlogs, definitely leave a little like, leave a subscribe. If you do subscribe, click the bell, dingle the bingle, because that gives you notifications when videos go live. If you don't want notifications, don't click the bell. Also, anyone who's donated via Coffee, thank you. It does keep the computer on, certainly. But I tell you what, I'll catch you next time.